We have never been so close to a global catastrophe caused by the sun. Brace yourself for the biggest solar storm in history. It's me, and this is our channel. A huge explosion has just occurred on the sun, but it's not aimed at Earth. If it had, we would have already known about it. However, its consequences will affect our planet anyway. The solar wind it generated could crash the global internet and cause an 8-day-long global blackout. What's even scarier is that it might happen in just 2 weeks. And I'll tell you why right now, but first, let me explain what happened. On February 13th, a massive solar flare with an X10 eruption was recorded on the sun. It was the most powerful explosion on the star in over 25 years. Fortunately, it wasn't directed at us. Otherwise, it would have been way worse. But even without being aimed at Earth, this flare caused an impressive coronal mass ejection. It's a stream of plasma that can travel at 6 million kilometers per second. The good news is that according to some reports, these ejections can't harm us. In any way, however, they can trigger geomagnetic storms when they hit our planet. This is where things get scary. On February, another X-class solar flare erupted on the sun, and this time it was aimed right at us. As a result, an extremely powerful geomagnetic storm is coming. Its impact will be equivalent to the famous Carrington Event of 1859, which caused one of the most powerful geomagnetic storms in history. This event caused such a strong current in the Earth's magnetosphere that it led to the appearance of bright auroras as far south as Cuba and Hawaii. Back then, there were no electric wires or electronic devices, so no serious damage was done. But now everything is different. Back then, telegraph systems across the globe experienced widespread disruption. Some operators even managed to send messages without electricity. How? They simply closed their eyes and listened. That's how much energy the aurora generated. If something similar were to happen today, all our electronic devices would immediately be affected. Planes would fall from the sky, cars would stop working. Hospitals would lose access to vital equipment. The economic consequences would be enormous, and this is just the beginning. Solar storms are measured using the KP index. The higher its value, the stronger the storm. During the Carrington Event, the index reached 9, the maximum possible value. And the upcoming solar storm is predicted to reach the same level. Just imagine what will happen if the next flare is even more powerful and is aimed at us. The consequences would be catastrophic, and it might happen much sooner than we think. The next solar maximum will occur in July this year. At this point, the sun's activity will increase dramatically, which will lead to more frequent and more powerful eruptions. NASA has already sent an alert about this, but do you know what else they did? They launched the Parker Solar Probe. Its task is to study the processes occurring in the sun's corona. And it's not just a scientific mission, it's also a warning. Mankind is preparing for the worst-case scenario, and here's another alarming fact. The World Economic Forum has repeatedly warned that we're facing a global crisis that could lead to total destruction. According to their forecasts, this catastrophe could happen in the next 2 weeks. The forum's experts believe that humanity will face large-scale blackouts and disruptions to the internet and other infrastructure. And all this will happen as a result of extreme weather conditions. Of course, WEF isn't the only organization making these kinds of predictions. Even the usually calm and rational NASA has admitted that the upcoming solar storm poses a real threat to our planet. Space weather. Gov has sounded the alarm as well. Their experts say that the upcoming solar storm could be the largest in history. If all these warnings turn out to be true, we'll face an 8-day-long global blackout. And although our planet has already witnessed similar situations in the past, this time everything will be much worse. Our entire technological system will be paralyzed. And since the sun's activity will increase in the near future, the consequences of the upcoming solar storm will be even more severe. What's your opinion? Will our world be plunged into darkness, or is this just another global scare? Let me know in the comments. And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. This was James, and you've been watching your channel, Valley of Knowledge. Stay curious, and see you in the next one.